All right, this is Bill Greene, Ross Fulton, out at the Ohio State jersey scrimmage. Let's talk running backs here, and let's talk running backs plural. Let's not talk one, because I know there's one.
Plenty,
there's one that you kind of I got a little man crush on today. So let's start off Jordan Hall.
Sure. Well, clearly to me, Hall was the number one guy out there. I mean, he took most of the. He started out with the ones. He took most of the reps with the ones. Frankly, we didn't see a whole lot from him though today. There's been a lot of talk in the offseason. They're going to use him in the slot. They're using him various ways.
We never saw him at wide receiver.
Never once saw him at wide receiver.
Not one segment.
Almost always in the eye, tailback.
Yes.
And I've always been a Jordan Hall fan, and I still think that he has a natural ability to sort of lean forward and fall forward, which leads to positive yards. But there really just wasn't a whole lot from him today, I would say.
No, for me, Jordan Hall. I mean, I like Jordan. I think there's a place for him, definitely, on this team. I just don't like him getting 15, 20 carries a game. I don't think he's that kind of guy.
Yeah.
I think he's a 5-carry guy, a couple punt returns, a couple kick returns, throw it to him 3 or 4 times, and that's it. Now, Jamal Berry does not play today. My guy no-shows today, and today's not a day to no-show to me. If you're not being life-flighted out of here, or you're not deathly injured, you need to play today.
It's kind of the oldest story. Tyler Moeller can skip to miss today, and he's fine. Everyone knows he can do. Jamal Berry, when you're in the competition like that, and you got plenty of talent around you, you got to be out there. I obviously don't want to play injured, but you got to be able to try to.
Okay, now I'm gonna let you talk about Rod Smith. Try to keep it under like 20 minutes. So tell us about Rod Smith.
To me, he lives up to some of the hype that he's gotten. He's big, but he doesn't look big. He looks fast, and it's not just north-south fast. No. He hits the hole quickly. He senses it out, and it's one cut and go. And he showed a nice little spin move today too. We saw.
What I like about him, and I go back to when I saw him playing wide receiver in 7-on-7 or his feet.
Yeah.
And I would describe it so some people understand. I think he looks like he has eyes in his feet, where his eyes doesn't. Some guys like Carlos Hyde, I think his eyes see it, but it takes a while for his feet to get the message. With Rod Smith, the eyes and the feet are together. He sees something and he'll stick that foot in the ground and he's gone sideways. And that's hard for a big guy to do. It's easy to go north and south, but he can put that foot in the ground in the hole and make cuts. So he's my guy. I mean, I love the guy today.
To me, it's the question I guess is why he clearly was the third guy in today after Hall and Hyde. So you just got to wonder what's obviously if it's a pass protection thing or not knowing your assignments.
We saw him on a couple blitz pickups today.
Yeah,
when he hits you, you're hit.
Yeah,
it's not like Jamal Berry or Jordan Hall picking up blitz protection. That guy picks you up, you're picked up.
Yeah.
Touch on Carlos Hyde before we close.
Sure. I mean, as I said, he was the number 2 guy out of the gate today. Got a lot of carries. It's funny because I said to Bill, both he and Smith are thought of as big backs, but they're very different.
Right.
Hyde is your traditional low center of gravity sort of bowling ball, very north-south runner. Again, to me, he doesn't do anything that Rod Smith doesn't do better. So that's just as a pure tailback. So that was kind of my sense today. Maybe the coaches are seeing different stuff in practice.
Boom, I thought had a nice day today.
Yeah.
Boom was clearly on that suspended player punishment train.
Sure.
They all were second team or less today. We did not see Posey. We did not see Solomon Thomas. Mike Adams
ran with the twos the whole time.
Boom with the second teams, and I thought Boom played really well in the limited touches today. So, in closing, we were really impressed with Rod Smith today, and Jordan Hall looked like the traditional number 1 tailback.
And this is definitely a position that's still very much up in the air. Who's getting how many touches?
All right, Bill Greene, Ross Fulton, talking running backs, Ohio State jersey scrimmage.